kasama natin ng mga kapatid via Zoom or streaming, anong streaming? Via phone. Si Attorney Reggie Tongol, ang itinakdang spokesperson ng impeachment court last year via Zoom. Attorney Reggie Tongol, magandang gabi. Great to see you again, sir. Si Lord de Vera po, kasama si Sec. Ronald Llamas.
Parang hindi ka narinig.
Hello, sir. Hello, attorney. Ayan.
Ayan.
Attorney, naririnig mo ako?
Hello?
Yun.
Ayan,
So,
parang
attorney, si Lord de Vera po.
Lord.
Opo. Ay, sorry. Opo, si Lord de Vera po again. Great to see you again, attorney. Kasama po si Sec. Ronald Llamas.
Magandang gabi, attorney.
Oo. Attorney, ito kayo.
Good evening po. Good evening.
Paglilinaw lang po, kayo pa rin ho ba ang spokesperson ng impeachment court ngayon?
Yes po, I was appointed
Ayun.
by Senate President Sherwin Gatchalian as the spokesperson of the impeachment court for this impeachment.
Wala.
Ayun. Okay. Sir, yung 16 na sinasabi na itinakda ni Chis Escudero sitting as presiding officer, bakit ho kaya meron ho bang, parang walang komisyon sa kanya sa floor kanina? Walang nag-challenge po nun? Opo. Pwede pong
Yeah.
Go, attorney.
Lord, yung sa kaninang sinabi ni Presiding Officer Escudero, it was part of his opening statements. And as the Presiding Officer, he wants to set the tone already kung how the impeachment court will do its job as a court. So doon alam naman natin na hindi taliwas sa mga impormasyon na nalaman natin, no, na talagang may magkakaroon ng issue doon sa number of votes. So ang binasa niya lang at ang ipinahayag niya lang ay yung sinasabi ng Korte Suprema sa Bayan versus Zamora. This was a case that entailed the ratification of the treaty. I think it was VFA at the time, at na-elect si President Macapagal Arroyo bilang Vice President at the time, kaya nagkaroon ng vacancy doon sa Senate seat na yun, kaya naging 23 na lang sila. And the Supreme Court in that case, implementing the same wording as found in the Article 11 ng Constitution natin, na yung 2/3 of all the members of the Senate, implementing the same wording, said that the 2/3 of the vote to ratify a treaty is 16, despite and in spite of the fact na vacant yung last seat, which is the 24th seat.
May sinite din pong ruling ang Supreme Court noong year 2000 na yung 23 imbes of 24, attorney. Tama ho ba?
That was the Bayan versus Zamora case.
Okay. Attorney Reg, hindi ko alam kung kababawan tong tanong na to, no? Pero kanina po may kinorek po si Senator Escudero sa pakilala po ng mga counsel kanina. I forgot the exact wordings, pero ang sinabi niya, ang pakilala dapat ay, I'm so and so, counsel for the prosecution, etc. Meron ho bang issue dito sa mga address na ito, attorney?
Wala naman po. It's just a matter of formality, and to be consistent with the Senate rules on impeachment, the tinatawag natin sa ordinaryong lengguwahe, yung mga public prosecutors natin, sa legal na lengguwahe under the Senate impeachment rules, ang tawag po sa kanila ay House Panel of Prosecutors. At yung sa ordinaryong lengguwahe natin na private prosecutors, ang tawag po na legal at technical doon sa Senate impeachment rules naman sa kanila ay Counsel for the House Panel or Counsel for the Prosecutors. So yun lamang po yun. Gusto lang maging consistent doon sa tawag ng Senate impeachment rules yung ating presiding officer.
So attorney, anong ibig sabihin nung minention ni presiding officer Chis Escudero dun sa 16? Yan ba ay isang ruling? Yan ba ay basically introduction lang? Yan ba ay pwede pang pag-usapan sa duration nung trial? Kung halimbawa may mag-raise sa floor? So anong clear status nung ganong klaseng statement?
I think when when he was delivering the opening statements, it wasn't really a definitive ruling. However, Senator Judge Cayetano raised this question as well na kung yun ba ay definitive ruling at sinabi niya lang ulit yung kanyang pananaw na ito ay ayon sa Korte Suprema. So of course any party during the course of the trial can still raise it as a matter of issue to be interlocutory issue to be decided by the impeachment court itself being the sole trier of the impeachment against VP Sara Duterte. So hindi po siya precluded from being questioned. But for the meantime, yung po yung statement ni presiding officer and his belief regarding that matter. Pero if ever there is any party that might see fit na to still question it, then they can raise the motion on the floor naman po.
Attorney, sakaling itong pumayag ang korte na payagan o kausapin ng Sandigan Bayan para makadalo sila, Senators Marcoleta and Estrada, ito ba ay paano bang proseso nito at gaano ito kakomplikado?
Yun yung hindi pa malinaw, no, kung paano gagawin yun. Because I think there was a letter being circulated na para masignan po ng mga senador. However, some senators also feel that that is not the proper course na pwedeng tahakin para sabihan po o mag-request po sa Sandigan Bayan na pwede bang pag-observe o pag-participate in an observing capacity po yung mga na-arestong mga senador. Kaya hindi pa po malinaw how the Senate sa plenary will do that. Kung magpa-file ba sila ng resolution, kapag may plenary session na po, that entails sa regular session, o kaya naman po, for the meantime, habang wala pa yung plenary session, magliliham pa po. So wala pa pong kasunduan yung mga senators po doon at hintayin na lang po natin how they will navigate this proposal by the minority senators po.
Exactly what
muna,
is the proposal? To a letter asking the Sandigan Bayan? Or is it
Boboto ba yung korte?
hindi, ibig sabihin ay yung yes, yung Senate ba as a trial court ay gagawa ng request o clarification kung ito ay pwedeng gawin ng Sandigan Bayan. Parang moto proprio ba yan na gagawin ng Senado? O tatanungin lang nila yung Sandigan Bayan sa pagtingin niya? Paano yung Sandigan Bayan ang proper court para dyan eh? Hindi naman yung Senado, di ba?
Tama kayo dyan, Mr. Llamas. No, hindi rin malinaw kung your guess is as good as mine as well. Wala pa pong kalinawan dyan kasi ang alam po lamang po natin for the meantime is there's a proposal for it. However, as to the approval of such proposal and how such proposal will be communicated to the Sandigan Bayan, whether in an official capacity as a Senate, sitting as a plenary legislative body, or Senate as an impeachment court, or mere informal letter signed by majority of the senators, hindi pa po, wala po tayong guidance regarding the matter on how it will come about. So, tama po kayo, yung hindi rin po malinaw talaga.
Kasi nasa Sandigan Bayan yung bola.
Yes.
Pero Senator,
Tama po.
meron bang sa tingin ninyo na kailangan isettle itong issue ng voting threshold? Agaran ba ito o kailangan maghantay na lang siguro after 91 more days bago magkaroon ng verdict? Pero sa tingin ninyo, kailan ang pinaka-ideal na issue na maaayos ito?
Well, basically, we just followed the law. The law is clear, which is yung Supreme Court decision ng Bayan versus Zamora. Under our system of laws, the Supreme Court cases like that are part of the law of the land. So we just implement the law for the meantime. Now, if ever there is a party who will raise the issue again in open court or in the floor, then maybe the debates can be had regarding contrary opinions regarding the matter, and the senators again will vote on that issue once it is put forth in the floor.
Paano ang proseso naman dito, attorney? Yung mga issues na yan, pwede naman yung pagbotohan ng
Tama po.
Senado as a trial court. Tapos kung merong
Tama po.
ayaw, ay sila yung pwedeng mag-file sa Supreme Court. No? So,
Tama
Ang
po.
ibang sasabihin ng Supreme Court.
Oo.
Magugulo lalo.
At usually naman ay baka magdalawang isip ang Supreme Court na makialam habang the Senate
Tama po.
is in session, habang may jurisdiction yung Senate. Kung sakali,
Tama
baka
po.
afterwards, no? Afterwards dahil may jurisdiction na no? Medyo hesitant ang Supreme Court na makialam sa isang co-equal branch of government. Lalo na kung may proseso na nagsimula.
Tama po kayo, Mr. Llamas.
Attorney Reg, okay. Marami nagsasabi na yung ginawa kanina ng lead defense counsel na ang lumalabas parang pinopropound niya yung questions doon kay prosecutor o counsel for the prosecutor si Representative Chel Jokno imbes doon sa korte. Pwede para siguro mag-guide yung sa mga susunod na mga petsa, no? Ano ho ba dapat ang nangyari kanina? Paano dapat ang method o tono ng pagtatanong ng lead defense counsel?
Usually po, no, as a trial litigator for 2 decades already, usually you address the chair or you address the judge regarding any questions on that matter. So, yun po yung kaninang desisyon ni presiding officer, kaya nasabihan po si lead defense counsel Season na you have to address the presiding officer regarding any questions and not ask the question directly to the opposing party. So, yun po yung nangyari. Of course, the defense counsel Season
Clarified.
remarked na she's not doing that and she's actually addressing the chair, pero again she was reminded that the proper way of doing it is to ask the chair about it and then wait for the presiding officer to direct the question to the opposing counsel for the opposing counsel to be able to respond to the question. So,
Hindi lang halata
yun
si
po
Ronald,
yung,
ano?
it's a matter of orderly administration of the procedures. So, natural lang naman po yun. Sometimes sa aming mga abogado na we are very passionate about the arguments that we are raising.
Hindi lang halata pero medyo na bad trip si Chel Jokno kanina.
Medyo. Oh.
Galit na siya nun.
Attorney.
Normal lang naman po yun sa both counsels na medyo
Yes.
in a way magkakapikunan at magkakainitan during the heated
Yes.
discussions.
Attorney, medyo may niraise si Senator Alan Peter Cayetano kanina tungkol sa usapin ng mga ebidensya na tinatanong niya kung itong ebidensya ba na ito ay pag-uusapan dito or pwedeng executive session. Parang hindi ko ma-imagine na sa isang trial may executive session. Hindi naman siya yung usual legislative process ng Senado.
Sui generis nga eh.
Kwanto trial ito at marami mga tao nanonood. Tapos biglang magkakaroon ng executive session tungkol sa some evidence.
Tsaka may pre-trial na, di ba?
Paano yun? No, hindi ko lang siya ma-appreciate ng gusto.
Tama. Yung pagtayo po kanina ni Senator Judge Cayetano ay nauukol po yun doon sa order ng presiding officer na lahat po ng mga dokumento na ipinaasa ng parehong parties, pati po yung mga ebidensya na naipasa po sa clerk of court or sa Senate Secretary ay ipapublish po sa online website. So ang punto po ni Senator Judge Cayetano at the time was to pati ba naman yung mga tinatawag namin sa mga abogado na fruit of the poisonous tree or yung mga ebidensya na nalakap ng walang valid na legal processes na katulad ng subpoena at illegally obtained. So yun yung pinupunto po ni Senator Alan Cayetano kanina. So ang sinabi po ng chair dyan, yung mga ebidensya po na naka-attach po sa answer at saka po sa articles of impeachment, yun lamang po yung ipapublish, habang yung mga questionable na mga dokumento katulad po nung bank records na pinapasabina pa po ng prosecution at saka po yung mga AMLC, yung Anti-Money Laundering Council na mga reports po na pinapasampi na rin po para i-produce po, pati po yung mga ITR na nandoon po sa sinasabing BIR box, hindi naman po yun ipapublish dahil po yun nga po, may question as to how these were going to be obtained and baka ma-raise ng objection po ng any senator, judge or by the defense for violation of their privacy. Kaya po, malinaw po kanina na only those documents that have been submitted in the answer and in the articles of impeachment as part of public record ang ipopost po sa website at will be available to the public. All the others po will have to be decided by the court if it is ripe to be posted in the website.
Huling tanong, attorney, no? Kanina kasi, nandun nakaupo si presiding judge, Senator Cheese, tapos nandun si Senate President Win Gatchalian, no? Ganun ba lagi yung magiging
Dynamic.
picture? No? Nandun yung Senate President, tahimik na tahimik, at nandun yung presiding judge na siya yung nagpapatakbo ng lahat. Parang in terms of imagery, parang may kaunting na-undermine yung image ng Senate President. Kung laging ganun, na parang nandun lang siya, para siyang assistant. No? Pwede ba na kung presiding judge, siya na lang, no? Wala na yung Senate President. Dahil para siyang nandun na tahimik eh. No? Mahalaga kasi rin sa atin yung optics. Lalo na,
Yes, po.
first time na maging Senate President. Anong kwan dyan? Paano nyo didesisyonan yan?
Opo, no, that was a valid concern and that was raised by several media personalities. Kanina po rin sa akin, no. Pero maalala niyo po nung panahon nung impeachment ni President Estrada, yung presiding officer po nun ay yung Chief Justice at yung Senate President po ay nandun lang rin po sa tabi si Senator Aquilino Pimentel at in a way nag-observe lang man po. So yung nangyari po kanina, while it is different from that kasi nga impeachment po yun ng presidente, hindi naman po foreign yung optics na ganun because nangyari na po before sa ating history yun that the Senate President is beside the presiding officer. Yung kanilang, yung optics po yun, makikita natin yung dual hats na function po ng isang Senado bilang plenary po, legislative, at saka bilang impeachment court po. So, meron lamang pong division of duties as between the two of them. However, they are co-equals in that stage because of the fact of the dual hats that each of them are wearing.
Okay.
Dapat mas magkaroon ng more proactive na role ang Senate President.
Yes.
Pero
Maalala
nangyari
mo
kay
rin,
Erap-
Lord, no? Kahit
Yeah.
dati rin, no? Si Senate President Aquilino Pimentel, nandun lang siya, di ba? Remember? Kahit nung nagbobotohan sa second envelope, di ba? Parang he was just
Nag-resign
there,
nga lang.
not making any remarks at all. So, alalaan lang natin yun na this is not a foreign optics.
Yeah. Nakalimutan na kasi ng kwan yan eh. Mga Gen Z tsaka
Opo,
millennials.
tama po yan, Mr.
Pero baka
Leos.
nakalimutan na yung nangyari. Nung huling nangyari yun, ano nangyari? Natuloy yung...
Pero ang
Sa
maganda
dos.
dito,
Sa
we have to
trials,
emphasize as well, Sir Llamas at saka Lord, no, that yung ating Senado is going to still work its best both as an impeachment court and as a legislative body. Nakita na rin po kasi nila yung kahirapan ng pagko-concentrate ng kapag ikaw lang ang mamamahala sa parehong functions na yon, nakita nila na baka hindi matutukan, you might spread yourself too thin. Kaya mas minabuti na nila pareho, pati nung mayorya na bumoto for the presiding officer na 12, na ganun ang mangyari para hindi ma-hamper yung legislative issues at matters na kailangang i-take up. Especially meron pa pong ongoing na mangyayari na deliberations on the budget, 2027 budget, at saka po yung mga issues on the flood control at mga iba-iba pong mga certified legislative agenda po.
Hindi
So
pwede
yun yung important po
mag-multitask.
doon na
May-
we are still
opo.
going to continue as a Senate para po maibigay yung serbisyo sa ating mga mamamayan.
Attorney, last na lang pong tanong to, napakalalim pong tanong nito. No? Marami nagtataka. Bakit hinihingal daw si Senator Pia Cayetano kanina? Parang kinakapos siya ng oxygen, gano'n. Hindi nyo po kailangan sagutin yan. Pero nagpapasalamat na kami at this point. Maraming salamat. See you again, probably tomorrow. Ang spokesperson po ng
Yes.
Senate Impeachment Court, Attorney Reggie
Maraming
Tocon, and of
salamat.
course,
Maraming
Salamat,
salamat sa inyo.
attorney.